Happy Christmas to everyone celebrating. Time to paint up a Christmas present for my fellow Bleeding Tree Autumn Witch. Hello and welcome to Bleeding Tree Gaming. My name's Amy, aka Warpfiend, and in this video I'm painting up Marneus Calgar for the biggest loyalist Space Marine fan I know. Apologies that I'm losing my voice, I've had the nastiest cold all month. So despite the fact I traditionally hate on Ultramarines, playing Space Marine 2 gave me a new appreciation for Calgar, and I've been meaning to paint him up for a couple of months now. I believe Autumn already has every version of Marneus ever released, bar possibly the early Rogue Trader one, so if I was going to gift it to her, I'd best try to paint it in a different way that she'd approach it. I wanted to have the Tyrannid head on his base frozen in the ice, so I built up a little rock ledge with some cork board, leaving a void that's going to be a frozen ice pool. I glue the head in here. When I paint the base, I'm going to paint this section roughly in some cool blues to really reinforce that it's underneath the ice. Then I use some UV resin to fill in that ice, making sure to coat the inside of the pool in a thin layer of resin and harden that first to ensure that it doesn't leak out from the cork. I'll come back to the base at the end to glue the model onto it and apply some snow and ice crystals. For the blue armour, I want to go for a highly reflective non-metallic metal style finish, as I've never painted an Ultramarine in that style. The trick here is to pick your colour range and create some realistic patterns of light reflection based on the shape of each armour segment. Fortunately on a Space Marine, almost every surface is some variation of a tube or a sphere. I spend a while going back and forth, trying to get the balance of colours right, and I quickly blow through a lot of the time I'd allotted to paint this piece before the holidays. At some point I realised that I'm not going to have a chance to create the perfectly blended piece I'd hoped, so I switched to a quicker method, using lots of scratchy lines to tie the various tones together, rather than perfect blends. All the parts that are black or metal are going to be painted in a super simple grayscale. I unfortunately don't have time at this point to go any fancier with things like meticulous light reflections, but some simple broad strokes fit it well. The ropes and hanging straps, as well as the cloak, all get a super speedy red-pink paint scheme. Similarly, the inner cloak is painted in tan colours quite roughly. Thankfully, not much will be showing once the pieces are glued together. For the gold, I'm really running low on time, so I'm forced to mix my non-metallic metal steel with some true metallic gold, something I'd never usually do. Thankfully, it doesn't end up looking too out of place. There are a few other details to finish, so I'm going to speed through them and start assembling the model. Once I have it all glued together, I'm going to crack out the AK snow and ice effects to tie the base together. I love how simple these make it to create some nuanced snow and ice effects. So there's a paint job done, a bit of a weird hybrid of display painting and speed painting there due to my severe shortage of time. I'll show you some turntable shots at the end if you stick around, but first let's see what Tammy thinks of her Prezi. So, Autumn,
Ooh.
Happy Christmas.
Thank you. He's certainly painted much better than my one is.
You're one. I believe you've got much more experience at painting this guy than me, because how many models of him do you have already?
Only two.
Only two? I thought it was three.
No, I have a tendency to strip the old one down every now and then and repaint it.
Fair enough.
Awesome.
I thought you had two of the older versions and then this new one. But...
oh, he looks great.
As you can see, I started out doing the non-metallic metal thing, and then I ran out of time and the gold had to be done in regular metallics.
Yeah, I never complain about regular metallics. Oh, he looks excellent. Thank you.
No problem. Happy Christmas. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you all have a great festive period, whatever you're celebrating. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the new year with some more hobby videos. Bye bye!